Oh, really?
You've come up with for us. One of those romantic boy meets girl, boy loses girl stories?
It's better than that.
Give me a couple seconds if anybody's here. Give me a couple seconds, Fancy. I will be right there. Almost ready.
I can't wait to see what illusion you've come up with for us. One of those romantic boy meets girl, boy loses girl stories?
It's better than that.
Early.
Yes, and I will. I'm on my way. I'm almost done. And I got one more thing to do. hoping that we get some more people in. We got 7 on so far. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. We are getting ready to start. And hello, how are you all doing? I do apologize. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm hoping that you can hear. Can you hear me, Danny?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I want because lately we've been having some audio problems. Before I start, there is something I want to say. Something that had came to my attention yesterday. Actually, one of them came to my attention a couple weeks ago, and then a second one came to my attention yesterday. And I know that these people will be watching, or possibly. And let me start off by saying this. One of the things that we always try to bring is positivity, enlightenment, encouragement, and we just try to have fun with what we do. We know that there's a lot of things going on in this world that it's hard not to not recognize it. There was some shade recently thrown at us. Why, we don't know. And let me just say this. We don't care what color you are, where you come from, where you live, what city, state, country. We love you regardless what color you are. We love you. And I'm not going to use my platform to put out that negativity, but I want the people, the channels, they know who they are, to understand that I still love you regardless. I'm not going to hate you, even though you don't like us because of my skin color, because of my boys' skin color. It's cool. You know, we can't please everybody. I did not ask to be a black man. My boys did not ask to be biracial. It is what it is. You know, so you accept us as who we are, not who you portray us to be. And you know, the thing is, what gets me the most is I would back in the day, I would promote other YouTubers and say, hey, go by and see this person. And to know that they didn't care about you whatsoever. It just hurts a little bit. Because we did not deserve that. We don't hate anyone. I'm sorry. I get
Emotional. Very sensitive.
because I always try to show love.
Well, we can't please everyone, sweetheart. We can't. We can't make people love you. We can't please everyone.
No,
And that's not our
I
job.
know that, but I just want to say this in closing to the people that I know that they're going to watch this. And I just want you to know, I still have nothing but love for you. And I'm going to keep being me. I cannot change who I am. I love me. I
And that's all
love
that matters.
my family, and that's all that matters. And if you have a problem with me, then change the channel
Or change yourself.
or change yourself because there's no room for that here. And this is not the platform for it.
Oh, tell them we say hi and we love them.
What's that? Sorry to hear you're getting that sort of negativity. Stand up. Yeah, and I am proud.
Kelly said, Cap 7, Lumberjack, Steve, Lady, Sammy, Sam, all say hello and send their love.
Hey, tell them I love them. Tell them I'm sorry I haven't been there because I've been working a lot as of late. And I apologize also to Danny because this was not how I wanted to start this off. But I knew that I had to say something because I don't want these YouTubers to know that I don't know. I don't want you to think I don't because I do. But hey, I'm not gonna say who you are. I'm gonna respect you. I'm not gonna cast no shade on you. I'm still gonna show love to you,
Regardless.
regardless of what you think about me, what you think about my boys. I'm still gonna show love for you. Yeah, I'm a very sensitive person when it comes to race because of what's going on in this world now. You think for 1 second I don't think when I take my boys out that I gotta worry about ICE? My boys can't even defend themselves. And every day that I have to take them to a doctor's office, I have to worry about ICE. How do you explain to ICE that my boys are special needs and they can't defend themselves? I have a son that is nonverbal. I worry about that every day that I have to take him to a doctor's office, and that's why I don't take him outside because of that. So, as far as this hate is concerned, we can love from a distance. And the way this world is going, the direction that this world is going, we need to just show love, show more love.
Mhm.
Appreciate your neighbor, appreciate the guy down the street. He might be having just the worst day to me. And I still smile and say, hey, how are you doing? And just treat everyone with love and respect. Pay it forward, and it comes back on you twice as full. And I will just leave it at that. And I do apologize to my brother Danny. This is not how I wanted to start it off, but I just had to get it off my chest because I know that the sad thing is they watch us. And then they turn around and hear how racially insensitive they are. And I'm like, wow, these were people I actually, two YouTubers I actually looked up to. And then I hear this, and it hurt my heart. It hurt my wife's heart.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say who they are because I'm not going to cast no shade on them. I know they're going to see this. I just want them to know that I still have love for you, but I can love from a distance, and it's all good. If you don't like us, just change the channel. That's all you do. Just change the channel.
Yeah, that's it.
How are you doing, Danny?
I'm doing good, brother. And please, you never need to apologize to me or anything like that. Don't be ridiculous. But I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You're black.
I
What?
know, right?
Seriously? I never do that. What the hell? You're
Well,
black?
the
Oh,
thing is, I never used the term African American, and I don't use it. My own reason is because I never been to Africa, so I don't like using that term on myself. So I just call myself
well,
Black American or American.
yeah, I just call myself Celtic or Canadian. So, like you know, uh, but yeah, no, I didn't know that. That's good to know because, now I can say, hey, I've got a black brother. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I never do
Exactly.
that. I never do that. Next thing you know, I'm gonna find out I got a Chinese one too. Like, what the
Right.
heck
See?
is going on? It's
And,
amazing.
and, and you're
Amazing.
right. Mama of an Angel said, I want to thank you so much for the card and family photo. I have it sitting right here in front of the TV. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. We had passed out some Christmas cards, and we had also put in photos of us on people that wanted cards. Uh,
Hi, Poncho.
Pancho said, I'm native to America, and Pancho, we still love you. And the Native Americans are going through it too. And let me
Just stay safe, please.
we just want you to be safe. I worry about my boys every day that they have a doctor's appointment because of what's going on. And I know I am so sorry. I do apologize. I don't normally let my feelings show like that. But you can see that I'm very sensitive when it comes to issues of race or something like that. And it deals with my family and myself. I
Yeah,
just,
you never have to apologize for being who you are, brother. You got to apologize if you're not who you are. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
very true. And portraying
Just
yourself,
be who
right,
you are, man. And you know
right,
what? That's going to sting. Of course it is. But
exactly.
you're just like me, okay? We
Hmm.
don't care color of skin. We don't care about religion. We don't care if your house is better than my house. We don't care what your sexuality is. As long as you're not spreading hate and you're a good person, you're in like Flynn.
Exactly.
You're in the good book. So, anyone who knows you, right?
Right,
And I
right.
think what you need to take away from this is, and it's the same thing that I've taken away many a time, the ones who know you and the ones that actually whose opinion matter, okay?
Hmm.
These people who actually see the person that a person is rather than something that they can pick on,
Hmm.
okay? Those are the ones that are important. The other ones, they mean nothing.
Right,
All they are is sitting in judgment, and they have no place to judge anybody, right?
right.
And you got to remember that. Like, I understand it's painful. I understand uh, when you get let down because, especially when you've liked these people, right?
Hmm.
And I've had this happen to me many a time, right?
Right,
But then, did you really like these people? Because obviously, you had no idea who they truly were,
right.
right?
And that's the thing. I
They
it's
and
what I
they have
found
no
out.
idea who you are. They don't know
Right,
who you are, right?
right.
So, I mean, just take that out of it. It's uh, like people ask me, well, how do I deal with when people jump on me or whatever and everything else? I
Hmm.
say, well, I've got a couple of things I look at. I go, number one, is it going to matter tomorrow? Is it going to matter next week? Okay, what about next month? No, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference because I'll forget by then, right?
Right. Hmm.
The second thing is, am I ever going to sit down and have a coffee with these people?
Hmm.
Am I ever going to hang out with these people?
Right,
Would I want to after what they've said or done? If the answer is no, there's no reason worrying about it,
right. That's
right?
very true. And you're so right. Pancho said, if you use a word to greet someone or call them out, but say I can't use that word, it's because of my skin color. Yeah, and we don't want to we don't race bait,
It's,
you know. I don't care what color you are, I don't. If you have respect for me and love for me, I'll give it back to you twice as fold.
That's it.
That's
You got
it.
it, brother. That's it.
And that's it. And you get it back twice as fold. I've always believed that. I've always taught my boys that. Even my daughter, who just left for work, I've taught these kids that, even though they might cast stones, build wall with it.
That's it.
Yeah, because
You know?
no one's born to hate. No
Right.
one.
You're taught.
You're taught that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? No one is born to hate.
absolutely.
Actually, when you're born,
Absolutely.
you're little, you love everyone. It's just how you're being taught.
Right.
And I was always taught in a family of no one is better than no one. We're all equal in God's eyes. So,
That's right.
and you just gotta love everyone, regardless of how they like you or don't like you.
Just for clarification, brother,
Mhm.
is Jen black?
As a matter of fact, she is.
I am
Oh,
not.
okay.
A black and ease.
I love you guys. You
Hey,
know
we
that,
love
right?
you too. And I want to thank everybody for being here. If you guys don't know, this is our good friend Danny from Chasing Bones and Spectors. I'm gonna have his link at the bottom of this, at the end of this. So if you want to go by check out Danny, please do so. Danny, put your link in now, and I'm gonna pin it so that they can also come by and check out your channel. As a matter of fact, Danny has 2 channels.
Yes, sir.
So put both your links in so that they can come by, show you some love, because that's how we do it here. And I'm gonna start off with the very first question. See, I wrote all these down, and
All right.
so I want to give real interviews. So because I want to
There we
try to
go.
be as close to a podcast as possible.
All
So
right.
we're
Let's
gonna
hit it.
yeah, we're gonna start off by getting to know Danny. For anyone new to the channel, um, who is Danny? And how did Chasing Bones and Spectors begin?
Okay. Uh, I'm me. I'm not really sure what that part of the question is.
Oh, okay, I'll put it in layman terms. How did you
Yeah,
get
that'll
started
help.
with Chasing Bones and Spectors?
Oh, how I got started? Well, I started with Jason Bones Inspectors, I think it was 10 or 12 years ago, whatever. Because my
Mm-hmm.
job has always been working in paranormal and stuff. Anyway, my kids, when they got older, Georgie and them, they said, "Hey, we want to go and do a few investigations and stuff like that." And I said, "Investigations? Yeah, like you, because you're a paranormal investigator."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "I'm a what now?" They said, "A paranormal investigator." I didn't know I was, because I had no idea what that was even. So
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, you go out and you investigate and you work with families and you work with, the diocese and everything else." I said, "Okay, you're a paranormal." I said, "Okay, whatever." I said, "What do you want to do?" He
Mm-hmm.
said, "Well, we want to go on ghost hunts and see what we can find." Oh, I says, "Okay, I get you now. You want to go like detective work?" Yeah, okay. I said. So they said, "So can we start a paranormal? Can we start a paranormal team, eh?"
Right.
And I laughed. I said, "So what are we going to call it? Chasing Bones Inspectors?" And they said, "Perfect." I said, "Okay." So that's all that started. But
Well,
I
mm-hmm.
started the work March 5th, 1969 is what it was my first job, like my first case. I had to go to a um, sacred burial grounds
Mm-hmm.
because of a bunch of stuff that was happening, and the grounds needed to be blessed and cleansed, and the spirits were very rambunctious, and a lot of bad shit was happening to the town around. So my first case, that's where it was. That was March 5th of '69 is when I started.
Okay. So that just led me to the next question. I was going to ask you what first pulled you into the paranormal? Was it curiosity, personal experience, or something else? So yeah, that
It
just
was
led
some,
right in.
yeah, it was something else. My line of heritage is nature druid and shaman, you know, so we've got both lines. So they basically the family was arguing out, no, he's going to be a shaman, no, he's going to be a nature druid, no, he's going to be this, no, he's going to be that. I ended up being both. And I just say, well, you know what? I'll just do both because I don't want to start a rip in the family,
Right.
right? So I just started from a young age learning both things as I grew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically how I started. I just started, and to
Wow.
me, it wasn't. That's the thing too that most people don't realize. I wasn't learning to do anything, right?
Right.
It was just a way of life for me.
Go ahead.
It was like you get up in the morning, you go to school, you come home, and you learn how to make passing salts, or you learn how to make something else. It just
Right.
school continued at home a little bit, right? Or you learn to talk with the spirits, or you learn to do prayer ceremonies, or what. It was just daily life. It wasn't anything like, oh, you got to learn to do this or learn to do that, right? For me, it was
Right.
just, I thought it was normal, right?
Right.
Like I grew up talking with the spirits and seeing the spirits and having them around me. And I didn't even know they were spirits, to be honest with you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they were just friends, right? Like I didn't,
Right.
no one ever said to me, um, you know, wow, we're at the homestead, which is 33 miles to get to the lake that we had to go across by boat. We had to go across two lakes by a boat to get to our homestead. So there wasn't a lot of people around, but I had tons of friends, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize uh, at that young age, I had no idea that they weren't people. You know, to me, they were people. So,
Oh. Oh, wait a minute here. I'm sorry. Um, James, thank you so much for being here, sir. I hope you read my text message and then see if you might want to go back to the beginning of what I was talking about in the video. You'll understand. Um, but hey, James, we love you. I'm hoping that your sister is doing well. We are hoping that, and we're hoping that you're doing well also. Uh, and Tina, how are you doing? As a matter of fact, I have not even acknowledged anybody here because of my rambling. So I
You
apologize.
rude.
I am rude, and I'm so sorry. So I'm getting ready to acknowledge everybody here now. So I'm gonna just make this all for everybody. So this is for everybody.
Acknowledge me.
You have been all been acknowledged.
Yes,
Uh,
I watched it.
okay. So hopefully, thank you, James. Thank you so much for that is one person right there that has really shown support for us. Um, I cannot thank him enough. Words don't do him justice. And I'm so appreciative of him.
yeah, James is a good age.
He really is. And I'm just so blessed to have him as a friend and a brother. And I really appreciate him. You want to
She said, "Pew." Now I feel better.
now the next question is, do you remember the very first investigation you ever did and what happened?
Uh, uh, yeah, the with the paranormal group, our first case was at Trowbridge Falls,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it was really cool. The boys were just getting their feet wet in it, learning different stuff. Um, Callie, she was out in the bush. And we took Callie out. Said, okay, you're gonna sit out here in the middle of this bush, right? Because we hear that there's native drums that get played here and different things, and we want you to record it, ask questions, do whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. I says, okay, so we'll see you later. We're just gonna leave you here. And she's like, what? I said, have fun. So we walked out. Okay, well, obviously I left somebody at the entrance like 25 feet, but she didn't know that anyone was around, just for to get everything going, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then another point, the swings start moving in the playground, like kids were on the swings. But we went to the bridge, and Blaine, Georgie, he doesn't like bridges. He hates bridges, especially over running water, right?
Right.
And so he says, well, he says, I gotta do this EVP. I heard someone committed the big S by jumping over. He says, but could we make this quick? I hate bridges and I hate water, right? The EVP crystal clear comes back. I hate it too.
Mm-hmm.
We get this over quick because I hate bridges, I hate water. And the EVP goes, I hate it too.
That's
and
funny.
then, uh, and then my other nephew, he asked the spirits, he said, how did you die? Right? And the
Uh-huh.
EVP said, I stopped breathing.
That's wow.
That like, how did you die? I stopped breathing. That was the answer he got from it, right?
That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, it was just nuts, right? And of course, we always joking around and teasing with the spirits, like, and just they're just buddies, right?
Right.
And they treat all of us the exact same way, and they'll razz the crap out of us, and say stuff, and we just love it, we just soak all that crap up, you know.
Mhm.
And like I say, my very first case on the job was at the sacred burial grounds.
Right. What the heck happened? Okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our computer's acting weird.
Our computer's acting weird.
Ah.
Okay. So let me hold on. Hello, everyday treasures. How are you doing? Okay. I'm
Hello,
hoping.
everybody.
I think I fixed it. Okay. I'm sorry. Now,
That's all right.
um, where did the name Chasing Bones and Spectors come from? Well, you actually said that because it just that's funny how it just uses with one mention of the name and it's like, that's it.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
do you know what's
I,
funny?
but
When I came up with the name, I was gonna just do Eddie and Jen the vlogs, and I looked it up. You would be surprised how many Eddie and Jen the vlogs there are on YouTube. So
ah,
I decided to go Eddie and Jen the vlogs and then some, and we were the only ones. I said, that's it.
that's it. That's it. Yeah.
And then people wanted to know, well, what's the and then some? And had to tell them, well, number one, we don't just do, ghost hunting, but we do other things and we invite our kids with special needs and other people with special needs, and that's why we have a large special needs community that comes into watch our channel, which is even here now. There are some that's here that are special needs. And so we created an outlet for them. And that's why I always try to keep this family friendly, you
That's
know.
it.
Um,
Yeah.
James said everything is fine in the stream because okay, buddy. Man, yeah, tell Manny to turn it down. I'm sorry. My son, I don't know what it is. My son Manny, he loves, actually, I think it's merely my fault. Because he loves his music loud. And when because I make my own music. So when I'm writing music and I do playback, I always do playback loud. And I think that's where Manny got it from. I'm not gonna lie. James said, been a little rough lately. Lost two immediate family members in the last. Wow, James, I am so sorry to hear that.
Sorry, mate.
I am so sorry to hear that. Joyful Steph, how are you? let me give you a nice warm welcome.
Acknowledge me.
Um, wow, I am so sorry to hear that. James, you are in our prayers. Your mom. I hope to goodness that one day we could actually meet you. And like I said, James, if you ever come to San Antonio, or eventually we're going to make our way to Florida. We're also going to make our way to Canada too, by the way. Um, you would have a plate on our table. And that's for sure.
As if Trump would kill the world.
Well, yeah, I don't want to make this a political channel, but it is what it is. Jason Finch, how are you doing, sir? And I'm going to acknowledge you before you ask me.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
And lo and behold,
And lo and behold, he put it in there. Please acknowledge me, Uncle Eddie, and and Tony says hi, Danny, and Tony James says hello to you also.
Hello, James. Nice to meet you.
Hi, buddy.
I'm doing great.
Everyday Treasure said James is great people, same in person as he is in the video. I believe it. I believe he's the same. I really do. And we are too. If he was to meet us, we're the exact same people that you see on this video. We don't change.
Nah.
Other than our clothes. But other than that, we don't change. Jen wears the same thing every day. Back to what I was saying though. What makes your investigations different from other paranormal channels?
I don't really know if it's different. I mean, everybody has their own thing. Everybody does things their own way. I never judge anyone's how they do stuff.
Mhm.
One thing is anyone in my group never taunts. That's one thing that we don't do. We be polite, treat the spirits the way we'd want to be treated. That's just a simple thing. We always feed the spirits when we get there. We give them fruit and water and stuff so that they can have energy. And I
Right.
tell them, here's some fruit and water for you, water for your journey, and the fruit for energy. If you need any energy or whatever, feel free. You don't have to do anything for it. It's just yours.
Right.
But if you want to react, we'd appreciate it, right? And
Right.
just show respect. And you know, sometimes I get upset with
Gotta fix it.
if you're here, show me, do something, do something. I always think, for me, I always think if someone came into my house, right, and told me, bang the table to show me that you're there, stand up and do this, or make a lot, or do, but bitchy like,
Right.
I would pick them up and toss them right back out my door. You know what I mean? So if someone comes to my house and says, hey, are you there? How's it going? Whatever. I'm going to say, hey, sit down. Let's have a coffee.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's the way I approach investigations, right? With that asset. And then the great big uppers have made things my pet peeve.
Right.
When it comes to paranormal investigate, my pet peeve, demon this, demon that, demon this. Oh, blow it out your ass.
Yeah,
Look,
and I agree with you on that.
look, first of all, if there was a demon there, you would not have to ask. You
Right.
would know immediately, okay?
Right.
And you wouldn't have to ask him to do anything because it's been done before you can ask, okay? They say, oh, 3 scratches, 3 knocks, 3 this, 3 that, mocking of the Trinity. If I go to a door, Eddie, right now, knock on your desk. Go ahead, knock on your desk. How many times do you knock?
5.
Right? I knock on a door, I knock 3 times. I do some, how many times you as a human being, if you knock on a door, you do 3 times, right?
Right.
That's just a human thing. That's not a spirit thing, right?
Right.
And 3 scratches, that's the other one. Now, okay, let's have a look here. I'm a ghost. I'm sitting there in my ghost lazy boy chair, watching my ghost TV, enjoying my ghost football game. And because I'm on a different plane than you are, so everything for me looks one way, and everything for you is a different way, right?
Right.
I'm enjoying my Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening watching the football game, and someone comes in screaming about demons and everything else, and oh no, no, no. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bang my fist 3 times on the coffee table, get up, go to that wall, bang my 3 fists on there, and I'm gonna take 3 fingers and scratch your neck so you'll get the hell out of my house. Right?
Right. So
And you're
yes,
gonna run
watch
away.
TV.
Demon, demon. No, man. I just didn't want your horse crap in my house, right?
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, plus you're blocking the TV, I can't see.
you know, hey, you want to make me happy, show up with beer, be naked, and don't stand in front of my television. I'm not hard to please.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, so to me, a lot of it, you know, it takes away, in my opinion, and the reason it's a pet peeve isn't because of all that, it's because it takes away from people that are doing investigations, and wanting true evidence to put up there and say, oh, look at, hey, we came in. Like, what happened? What the heck happened? A few years back, if you walked in and you got a response, if you went, can you do this, please?
Mm-hmm.
And then you heard back, it was a celebration. It was like, holy cow, we actually got an answer from something we can't see. And it was a great thing, right?
Down music.
Right.
It takes away from the evidence, because right away, all of a sudden now it's something dark and evil and it no, you just made contact. Like,
Right.
where's the excitement in the fact that you're finding evidence? That's no longer important to people. What's important to people is views. And evil and demons bring a lot of views, right? And
Right.
that's what the pet peeve is. It's
Right.
like, show me evidence. That's what I want to see. I don't want to
Right.
see speculation, right?
Right.
Now, so that's it.
And you know what? I have to agree with you, because that's one of the reasons why when we go out, we do our stuff during the day. We take our boys with us because, all that other stuff. It's not that I'm trying to clickbait anybody. I mean, if something's there, it's gonna be there. Whether
Yep.
it's nighttime, whether it's daytime, because in my opinion, spirits have no sense of time.
No, they don't.
So if you're going to go out and investigate during the day, you're going to luckily maybe get some answers during the day just as well as at night. The reason why people like to do it at night, because it looks more spooky, it looks a little bit better for them to get the views and this, that, and the other. But on the account that I have a small special needs community, I do it during the day so that they won't have to have fear.
Yeah. Well, look, you live in your house during the day, you live in your house during the night. Guess what? Ghosts live where they live during the day and they're still there at night. Okay.
Right,
It's no different, right?
right,
The only benefit, I do 90% of my investigations during the day too, right?
right,
Because I like it, and I get more evidence, honestly, in the day and in the evening than I do at night. That's a fact.
I do
I just
too.
do.
I do too,
Okay.
because I got some night ones on there on our channel.
Yeah.
We've done
Yeah.
some John the Paranormal Guy. We went out and we did some night, but I get more answers during the day than I
Yeah.
would
Me too.
at night, and
Me
it's
too. And
crazy.
the other thing is the only plus side for me for doing at night. Okay. If there's shadow play or shadow figures or whatever, you're going to see them better at night. And you're
Right,
going to be able to say, okay, where did the light come that caused that shadow? If there's no
right.
light, how the heck did that shadow get there?
That's
Right.
true.
That's the only benefit, in my opinion, to even bother
But
doing that night.
now that you mentioned something, James, I wanted to let you know next week I'm doing another video playback. I want I want to show a video that you did, um, and this video is a trip, and I still watch it over and over because it shocks me that James didn't see this stuff. And I don't know if you know the video I'm talking about. It's about 4 or 5 years old now, but I want to show it next week. And hopefully, if you can, I would like for you to be here when I show this video. But I want your permission first. Every time I show a video, whether it's James or Omar, or I always want their permission first, to show. Just like if I was to show Danny's, I want his permission first. I'm not just gonna just show it. Otherwise, if it's like Nick's or Nuke's top 5 or something like that, then I'll just show it. But since James is here, I would just want his permission to show his video that he did. He was by himself when he did this video, and the things he got was just crazy, and he did not see it, and that's what trips me out. He did not see
Happens
it.
a lot.
Yeah,
That happens a lot.
yeah, and everyday treasures. I've been reading everything that you've been saying. Let me tell you that right now. You are silly, okay? James said, I like to clickbait everybody. Yes, you do. I don't know how to clickbait. There's a video I did that I put down that was no clickbait, and it was when I went to the cemetery during the day. Now, what I should have done was filmed down instead of straight, because when the gate opened, I didn't open the gate. It opened by itself. And at first I backed away from it because I'd rather, you know, talk to the spirits. I don't want to see them personally. You know what I'm saying? But then I thought, well, wait a minute, why am I running from something I can't see? But I guess I didn't give it no authenticity because the very thing I didn't do, I didn't show the whole thing. And when it opened up again, I did it again. But I think it was because I had a little bit of fear, with a little bit of pee that might have came out that day. But other than that, I was like, wow. Eventually, I'm gonna show that video one day. And just to remind you, I didn't fake none of this. I don't do nothing to fake anything. I really don't even want to see spirits. I just don't want to do a spirit box session and have a day. I have a
Answer that
coconut
question.
smile. Huh?
Answer that question.
Answer what question? Oh, Everyday Treasure said, I wonder what we will do when we actually have probable evidence. What then? Well, there's a few things that you could do if you have
No, he's
probable.
saying when that day comes, when they have actual provident evidence to prove that spirits are.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. It's hard for people to prove because so many people are so quick to disapprove. We have to figure out why certain things happen, cause and effect. Because you can't believe everything you see. There has to be a
It's
reason.
like my elder said, for those that believe, no proof is necessary. For those that don't believe, no proof is possible.
Right.
I
And-
just feel like no matter if we did have proven evidence, there's always going to be those out there that
Those naysayers
that's going to
Yes.
deny it or not accept
yeah,
it.
it's fake, and you guys are fake, and,
Yeah.
and you dyed your
My
beard.
my whole thing on that is don't try to prove nothing to nobody. Prove it to yourself. You know.
Right. Keith, how are you
get,
doing? Thank you for being here.
get evidence for yourself.
I'm sorry.
Acknowledge me.
I'm sorry. I just realized Keith was here. I am so sorry. I'm late to the party. And Pam Simon, how are you doing?
Acknowledge me.
I am so sorry. You guys have been acknowledged, and I was not paying no attention. Q said it's hard to run from something you can't see. You could be running from it
Or to it.
or to it. Right. That's why I had to stop and I was like, wait a minute, why am I running?
Why do everybody run?
I asked that question once on a video. If you're a paranormal investigator, why do you run? You know, I don't know.
No.
I'm guilty of it.
I don't know the answer to that one, but I'll tell you what. If you see me running, you better run faster. That's all I can tell you about that.
That's true. You are not lying because I'm not known to run from anything. The only thing I really fear is God. Other than that, or Jin, every now and then. But other than that, I don't fear nothing.
If you see me running, you better be ahead of me, you know.
That's true. That is very true. Do you go into locations with expectations or try to stay completely open-minded?
Every time I go to a location, even a location that I've been to before, okay,
Uh-huh.
I treat it like it's a new place and a new investigation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you should never go to a location like say you go to this place and you get great evidence. You're there 3 or 4 times, and it's always friendly and it's always happy, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you go there the 4th time expecting the same thing, right? And all hell breaks loose, right?
Right.
And you end up being attacked or getting an attachment or anything could happen, right?
Right.
And you're like, oh, well, this place is supposed to be. No, it's not. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The fact that you went there 3 times before doesn't mean it's a great place or not a great place. What it means is that Jack the Ripper wasn't there those 3 times, but
Right.
today he's home, right?
Right.
Today he's home. So no matter how often you go to a place, you've always got to remember it's your first time because you don't know if all the spirits were there when you went. Like who was home and who wasn't home, right? So you can never assume that a place is going to be a good place or it's going to be a negative place. The opposite side of that is I've gone to places where people have said, "Oh, it's so negative and so evil." I went in there and it was a lovely investigation. Never had a problem, right?
Right.
That's because the nasty ones weren't home.
Right.
Simple as, right?
Yes. Yes.
So every investigation, my advice to everybody is whenever you go on an investigation, obviously keep an open mind, but obviously every investigation is brand new. Everything has to be considered brand new because you don't know what's there one day and what's not there the next day.
Right. And that is so, so true. You don't know.
Well, you know,
And it's-
most don't come on cue, though.
Right,
You know,
and-
so it's not like, hey, I'm here, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And some of these spirits that are residual. So they're gonna keep replaying themselves whether you're there or not. You know?
Right.
So, you gotta take it for what it's worth. And that right there, I mean, we've caught a lot of that, where it's just residual. Our boys even caught stuff, but they don't know how to explain it. Manny is nonverbal, so Manny basically points because he sees it,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
so yeah, I agree with you 100%. And Christina, by the way, is here. How you doing, Christina? Let me give you that warm welcome.
Acknowledge me.
And she said, "Oh my gosh, how can I be late and my baby's up there?"
Hey, hon. How you doing, hon?
I've been called worse than that. I'm just playing, Christina. I love you, girl. Let me ask you, what is the most intense or unforgettable experience you've had while investigating?
The most intense.
I've never
There's been a
investigated
few.
anything.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Hello, Do Over. Welcome to the chat.
Acknowledge me.
There's been a few that have been pretty intense. a lot of the really intense stuff I don't put on the channel simply
Uh-huh.
because simply because I don't want that information just floating around out there, right? Like this, just that
Right.
sort of thing. On the job, I think the most intense was the Barkamu,
Mhm.
was this building, and there was two people basically possessed. I got thrown out of a third-story window by nothing, no human or physical form.
Right.
Flew out the window, and I would have been dead, except right underneath the building on the first floor, they opened up a restaurant. It was a fast food restaurant with fries and everything else, and they just put up this yawning, right?
Right.
I came out the window and literally landed on the yawning, and I bounced back down on the yawning, and I sat there for maybe 10 seconds, and then the yawning ripped, and I fell from the yawning to the sidewalk, right?
Right.
If that yawning wasn't there, I would have been dead. As it wasn't, I busted up my hip and my knee, uh, and I got up, shook it off, like that sucked. I had to go back in and finish the job, because I was
Mhm.
on the clock, right?
Right.
So I went in and finished the job and everything else. And that was a tough job for me. I didn't really want to do it, but that's another story for another time. But anyway, at the end, everything turned out okay.
Thank God it did. Or thank heavens, put it like that. Have you ever captured evidence that even made you stop and say, okay, that was real?
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of stuff. Trigger objects. My trigger objects are, I love doing trigger objects, and I just leave them sitting there and put the little
Mm-hmm.
camera on it. And I go about making my coffee or doing whatever I got to be doing and keep going back and forth, checking it out or whatever. Well, I had a bunch of dice sitting on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and I checked it 4 or 5 times, and I come back, and it's like, nope, nothing's moved. But I'm watching it back, they were moving all over the place. I didn't even know it because
Mm-hmm.
they'd move. It was almost like they were goofing off, like they'd move it when my back was turned, and it would be caught on camera.
Right.
But as I came back, it would turn back to where it was just before I got there, and I'd look, and no, nothing's changed, right? And
Right.
that happened like 4 or 5 times just with that evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I mean, I've been doing this over 50 years now, 55 years. Everything that happens is brand new to me every time. Even catching an EVP or a strange anomaly happens, or it's still very exciting to me, right? Like to me, it's like a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like spirits are giving me this gift and this respect and this honor to show me something, right?
Right.
What more can a spirit do, or what more can a person do than to give you the respect of acknowledgement, right?
Right.
So when they do something to acknowledge that I asked, or they do something to acknowledge that I give a damn about them, it's a wonderful feeling, and I thoroughly enjoy it. No matter how big or how small it is, makes no difference to me.
Right.
Just the fact that they went out of their way to show me, yeah, we're here.
Yeah. Have anything ever followed you home?
Oh yeah, but it gets to my yard and goes, well, no, it takes off. It doesn't. It never sticks around. It might come to the yard, and they're greeted by Astro and Shakara, and they're greeted with the Holy Ground, and oh, look at that. Uh-huh. Yeah, they don't want to mess with it. Um,
Well,
yeah,
have you ever been truly scared to the point of almost leaving a location?
well, yeah, there are a couple times. Uh, but it was with work, and I can't really discuss those cases. But there were a couple times
Uh-huh.
where, oh my God, I was shit scared, just vibrating inside.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot let the people you're helping see that. You cannot let anyone know that you have any fear whatsoever, right?
Right.
You definitely can't let the spirits know, right? So you gotta just block that shit out, right?
Right.
And do your job. You're there to do a job,
That's
period,
very
right?
true.
So you just gotta block all that crap out and do your job, right?
Right.
But yeah, I've been 100% I've been terrified for sure. When I've gotten home, especially these two cases, I got home, I sat down, and I sat for maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and I started vibrating like there was an earthquake going on and shaking and everything else. I started bawling my eyes out
Mm-hmm.
and crying out, and like I was just totally terrified, and all this emotion come flying out. And I honestly said, that's the last case I'm ever doing. I'm done. There's two times in my career where I was like, no, that's enough. I'm not doing this no more.
Right.
Um, the fear when I got home, when the pressure was off, when there was no one to protect or no children around, that you had to make sure we're safe. When I got home, the fear was unlike anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I definitely there was a couple times in my career where I said, that's it, I'm done. About 5 years ago, I said, that's it, I retire, just because, I've been at it for 50 years, right?
Right.
That lasted about 2 years, back to work, because the diocese and the council, they can't find people to do the crap that I'll do, right?
Right.
And I don't believe in letting any child or any young couple live through a terror that they can't get away from
Mm-hmm.
if I can do something to help them out, right?
Right.
You know, so I end up going back and like since I got back from my strongman comp in November, I've gone on 4 cases already with the diocese, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm very selective now. I get to select which ones I'll look at and which ones I don't want to touch, right?
Right.
But basically, it's the ones that nobody else will do, right? Like they know not to bother me unless they can't get somebody, right? And
Right.
then I'll look at it. But otherwise, I'm kind of retired, but I'm not. I'm always doing this shit. So
Yeah, same here. You know, um, Randy and K Dog, thank you both so much for being here. Let me acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
guys,
And Everyday Treasure said, not me. If I am helping someone, I will take off running, screaming, and pulling my hair while screaming. WTH was that just for fun.
Uh,
Kato said, I'm listening, but I'm working on water pipes. Hey, be safe. Be safe. Uh, and Kato said, hope everyone is having a great day today. LOL. I am trying to. LOL. Yeah, hey, when you laying down that pipe. Well,
not
actually,
that kind of pipe. This pipe's busted this morning, silly.
oh,
oh,
that kind of pipe. Oh,
oh, oh, oh, they're right. I'm out. Yeah, they're right. I got
oh,
nothing.
yeah. I was gonna say, I hope you got the right wrench.
Wrench. That's it. The right wrench.
I was gonna say, why you look at me like that? I ain't say you. I didn't say you was a wrench. Um, that would be winch. um, let's go behind the scenes. What viewers don't see behind the scenes that you might surprise them?
You're, I don't know. I think, um, well, behind the scenes, a lot of times I'll get to a place and my nerves will be up, or whatever. So I'll I'll put some music on that I know, like I'll just put some on, and I'll sit on a rock or I'll sit somewhere and just sing a couple of songs,
Uh-huh.
or uh, sometimes I flip a quarter, I do little things just to get me my head clear of everything else. Do like
Uh-huh.
these little weird meditational things that I do, you know. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Christina said, LOL, yeah, this blue wrench that Eddie gave you is not going to help with a water pipe.
No, no, no.
No, it's not. Oh, I wish it did, but unfortunately not. Uh, how do you mentally prepare before walking into a haunted location?
Um, Usually it starts the night before, you know. Like if I know I'm going to do an investigation, then the night before I'm going to have a nice clean meal. I'm going to, say my prayers and take my vitamins and all that stuff. And I just try to, get my mind focused on, okay, this is all word of mouth. This is all what other people have shown, but this
Right,
is not what I've seen. Right.
right,
So I've got to go into this location. I got to convince myself I'm going into this location without trying to carry other people's baggage. Right.
right.
I gotta go into each location with a clean slate
Right.
because otherwise your own thoughts and doubts are going to appear at that location, right?
That's
So
true.
when I go to a new location, I just go with an empty slate, a clean slate,
Right.
so that I can see what I see.
Right. And I agree with you 100%. Tired Collective, how are you doing? Let me welcome you.
She said I made it.
Acknowledge me.
Not like I
Not like I
wouldn't.
would.
Tired.
We're glad you
If
made
I'm not if I'm not answering anyone in chat, I don't see chat. I can't see it. So it's not
Oh,
that
I'm
I'm not
sorry.
answering you. I just can't read it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Danny cannot see the chat. So I will be if you have a question for as a matter of fact, if you guys have any questions for Danny, put it in the chat and Jen will read your question off because she ain't got nothing else to do other than sit here and look pretty.
And she
Oh,
she
just
she she yeah, she almost looks as pretty as you do. So that's good.
I guess it's my eyes. Anyway, has anything ever gone wrong during your filming?
Oh yeah. Everything goes wrong during filming. I mean, come on. Your batteries die, your camera crashes, you start walking and you're not watching where you're going and you fall on your face. There's all kinds of crap that happens. Walking and you're doing filming and you walk into a wall or you walk into a pole that you didn't realize was there. I mean, every
That's
time you're accident prone, man. You're gonna you're gonna get more beat up by the shit around you than any spirit will because you're
that's
walking into
true.
crap. You
That's true because
know?
I'm the same. See, when we go out and we're doing things together, she's the serious one. I clown around a lot, and I
Mhm.
think I think you noticed that. But when I'm by myself, I become serious. I don't know why I always because I guess I clown around with Jen because I love when she's serious, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And when I start clowning around, it makes her mad at me. She's like, "Really?" And asking spirits stupid questions. I know she's gonna smack the heck out of me. And sometimes the spirits themselves will get a kick out of it, and they will laugh.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why we do it because we talk to them because we treat them, first of all, we treat the spirits with the utmost respect. And we
Yeah.
let them know we come to them out of love and light. We mean no disrespect whatsoever. And the spirit likes a good joke every now and then because we treat them like they were still alive because they were people at one place or time. So we treat them as
Right.
such. So,
Exactly. And
and
the
that's
reason you do what you do, it's your guys' chemistry. It's just the way things are.
right. It is.
It works. It's good chemistry. The spirits get a chuckle out of it. The fans that are watching your shit, when you do something, she gives you that
Hmm.
look. And right there, I want to put in the subtitles. That's when she killed him, Your Honor. It's just that look that she gives you. It's like that's when she killed him, Your Honor.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean it
And that's what
works.
Yeah, and I start using that, and that's when Jen gets ready to hit me. I'll pause it and say, and this is the moment when Eddie realized he effed up. um, how do you respond to skeptics who say it's all fake?
Awesome. Good for you. I don't really care. I don't give a tinker's cat. You know what I mean? If you
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in the spirits and you don't believe in the evidence and you don't, I really don't care. Okay.
Right.
Makes no difference to me whatsoever. I'm not doing anything to change anybody or to make other people feel a certain way. I just want people to feel good and enjoy themselves. If you think everything I do is full of crap, fantastic. As long as you're entertained, I'm good with it. You know what I mean? I
Right.
don't care. I really don't care. I do what I do for the spirits. I do what I do for myself. I do
Mm-hmm.
what I do because I enjoy it. Right.
Same here.
So if someone wants to get negative and get on board with the hate you train or whatever, you know what? Knock yourself out. You're just wasting time. And actually, I kind of feel honored because out of all of the thousands of channels on YouTube, you took the time out to somehow single me out of all these millions of people just to brighten my day. What an honor, Thank you
I
very
agree.
much. Like,
I
I really
agree.
don't care.
Um,
And serious, hey, here's what I do. Here's the evidence. Believe it, don't believe it. That's totally up to
right.
you.
It's up to you.
But I put on what I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not going to change whether or not I believe it, right?
Right.
Because I put it there. So obviously I believe it, right?
Right.
If you don't believe it, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm not asking you to believe it, right?
Right.
I'm not asking you not to believe it. I'm saying this is what I believe. This is the best evidence I came up with today on this investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Make up your own mind whether you believe it or not. I'm happy either way, right?
Yeah.
Because I went out, I enjoyed myself, I had an investigation, I got some evidence, I feel great, right? I'm proud of what I did,
Right.
right? So what you believe or what the next person believes really, doesn't matter. I'm happy if you believe it, obviously. I'm happy if for the support and I'm happy for, people that go, holy crap, that's cool. I'm really happy for it.
Right.
But I'm still gonna do it the next day anyway. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Um, Tired Collective Misfits asked, what's the scariest spirit he has encountered?
Various spirit. Twisted human, I think. Yeah, twisted human. There's a lot of there's a lot of different spirits, and different things. And I'm just talking about work. So I can't really say too many details, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go see what he's doing.
But the most treacherous to me that I've ever encountered is a twisted human. Okay.
Right.
Like, are demons bad? Yeah. Are they scary? Yeah. But you got to understand with demons, there's an archie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a boss, and the boss does what the boss wants. And then he has all these minions. And he tells the minions, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go from point A to point B, and this is how you're going to do it. And that's it. And it has no choice, it has no recourse. It does what it's told. Okay. And that's it. So you can kind of predict with a demon, you can kind of predict what its next move is going to be, or, within the ballpark of what it might do. Right. A twisted human, on the other hand, is a human who's so dark and been dead for so long and so alone that he actually twists, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
becomes becomes something that nightmares are made out of, right?
Right.
But he's still human, still has the freedom of choice, still has greed, still has ambition, still has the urges to hurt, still has all these emotions, right?
Right.
So if it's going to attack somebody, you say, oh, there's point A and there's point B, but along the way, someone else pisses him off, so he goes to point X, right?
Right.
Like there's no predictability. There's no, um, they're just going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. They might, you might run into do an investigation. You could run into a twisted human and say, well, if you're real, show me, do something, whatever. Nothing happens. If there's a twisted human in there, in that building,
Right.
he's going to go, he's going to look at you and go, okay, I got your number, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 years later, you're driving down the highway. This figure shows up in the middle of the highway. You slam on your brakes and you hit a tree. He walks up to your door. And now, for the next 30 years, you got this guy on your ass, right?
Right.
So,
Mm.
my answer, my honest answer, the worst thing to deal with is a twisted human.
I agree. And I wanted to say, hold on 1 second. What was that? Nope. Right there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you was right. First time.
Oh, you were sick.
Right here. First, let me welcome Joe Griffin. Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
And David
Hi,
Henry.
Joe.
I'm hoping you're doing great, David.
Acknowledge me.
And Tire Collector's Mistress says, are those the ones that haunt you when you scream? Oh, she's talking to me. No, the only thing that spirit that haunts me when I scream is my mother-in-law. No, no. No, actually, no. I don't get scared. Like I said before, I'm not scared of, I'm more scared, afraid of the living than I am the dead. You know, so that's it for me.
K-Dog said, can he get a favor?
Okay, though, what? Yeah, you need a favor? What's the favor there, fam? And I guess he wrote it already.
Yeah. Right there. Oh,
Up.
right there.
I know it's not neighbors or anything, but I'm sending pictures later. And then he said, we have been seeing things moving in the living area in our house. I caught a blue figure walking. Really?
Danny be the great one.
Danny's we'll show that to Danny too, because Danny would be great when it comes to that also. And Tyler said, I was asking Danny about the twisted humans. Oh, okay. Well, be glad it's twisted humans and not twisted sister. But Christina said, yep, it's just so spirits that give you a jump scare when it's like so quiet and then all of a sudden they drop something. Oh my God. I'm like, jump out of my skin, like, come on. Yeah, I feel you. Melanie, how are you doing? Let me acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
She said, hello, everyone. What have I missed? You missed Bundle. No, actually, no, you didn't. But we got Danny here. I know you missed Danny.
Hey,
He's hiding behind this curtain.
I'm behind the curtain.
That's right.
He said it's in the attic also.
Yeah, send me the pictures, and I'll also send them to Danny too, because when it comes to pictures like that, especially, I like sending them to Danny. Joe Griffin said, I agree. Always say to people, don't be afraid of the dead. Be scared of the living. Yes. Because the dead, what more can they do other than come inside? Come inside you. That sounds kind of nasty. Be inside you and wait till you go home and then become part of your house. You know,
That's
which right,
rare.
which is very rare. But I'm not saying it doesn't happen because it does.
It's just not very comment.
Keith, thank you so much. Sent 5. Yes, thank you so much for the
Aw, thanks,
memberships.
Keith.
Keith, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much, Keith. He is so
Thanks.
wonderful.
Hi, anyone I missed?
And the next thing I want to ask Danny, do you think the paranormal world is misunderstood?
Yeah. Yeah,
I do too.
I think it's misunderstood by everybody, including me. I think it's totally misunderstood. By non-believers, it's misunderstood because it's fantasy world. It's not real. It's all BS, right?
Right.
For believers, they're misunderstandings. Some of them are dangerous, and some of them are just it's because you just don't understand, right? Like it's just until you're a spirit, how are you gonna know everything about a spirit? Like even myself, I'm still an amateur. I'll always be an amateur, right? There's no such thing. There's no such thing. The biggest misunderstanding out there is there is no such thing as a professional. Okay.
Very true.
There's nothing, no way in hell. Like I know a few things. I've seen a few things. I've done a few things, but I ain't no pro. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm okay with what I do, but I don't know everything. Simple as, right?
Right.
I do the best I can do with the situation that presents itself. Okay.
Mhm.
And something presents itself, I try to deal with it. Other than that, I don't know.
I'm like because I'm laughing at James.
He said, I'm a professional at
professional
go-go dancing.
at go-go dancing. And Sandra, I did not acknowledge you. I am so sorry. So let me acknowledge you. Where is my cursor? There it is.
Acknowledge me.
Now you have been acknowledged. Now acknowledge James.
Acknowledge me.
I am so sorry. Sandy, I didn't even know you was here until Everyday Treasures just said something. You could have forewarned me and say, hey, Sandy's here. But no, you wait and say, hey, Sandy didn't get acknowledged. Well, guess what, Sandy? You got acknowledged, and Everyday Treasures got exposed.
She said, I'm happy again.
Where do you personally draw the line between paranormal and unexplained or explainable? Wait a minute, Everyday Treasure, you say racist. I'm not prejudiced. I got a color TV.
Repeat that question.
I'm sorry. Where do you personally draw the line between paranormal and explainable? I was talking about this earlier when I said, some things can be explained.
Right.
So where do you draw the line?
Well, I draw the line at when someone says, sure, it might have been a ghost that banged on the wall 3 times. Okay.
Right.
And then someone else says, yeah, but it could have been the heating ducts kicking in. Right.
Right.
Or it could have been the chimney vent. Or it could have been the wind blowing the tree against the window. Or, wait a minute, no. I said it could be a spirit knocking 3 times. You said it could be 4 other things.
Right.
I'll tell you what, you prove to me it was one of those 4 things, or prove to me it was not a spirit doing it. Right? You can't have it both ways. You can't say to me it's not a spirit because it could be this or that. No more than I can say to you it was a spirit and not this and that. Right?
Right.
Yeah, sure. It could be if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle, but she
Mhm.
doesn't. You know, it's, it could be, but don't come to me and say it's not paranormal because it could be this, it could be that, it could be this. If it could be this, it could be that, it could be this. Show me the proof that it is.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I've showed you the proof. There's nothing here. There's nothing outside, but the knock keeps coming right here in this corner of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's paranormal. It's not explainable, right?
Right.
Now you're telling me it could be this, it could be that. Okay, prove it. I
Right.
prove to you what it's not. Okay.
Right.
Now you prove to me that it's one of your things. Don't give me this BS. It could be this, it could be that, it could be that. Yeah, well,
Right.
that's where I draw the line. It's like you want to be a skeptic or you want to disapprove stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
all for that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm all for that. But don't come back with, well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this. No, no. Prove it's not, right?
Right.
You're always saying to me, prove something's paranormal. I'll tell you what, let's change that. Prove it's not paranormal. Because you
Right.
don't think that before I put it up, you don't think that I looked at all the other possibilities of what it could have been?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm the one that put it up. So don't you think I might have looked to see what else it could have been first? Right? And
I agree.
I found out it's not those things. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it's paranormal. I can't explain it. This is what happened. So don't tell me, well, it could be this, it could be that, without any proof to back it up. There is
I
a
agree.
limit. There's a limit. It's just an opinion, right?
Right.
So my opinion is it's paranormal.
Right.
Sorry, buddy. All you got is an opinion. Your opinion is it could be anything else in the world, but
Right.
there's
Because
no proof. It's still just an opinion.
right, because people got to understand the word paranormal itself means not normal. You know, just to get that out
Paranormal. Yeah. So that's where I draw the line. I draw the line at look, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's probably a goose. You know what I mean? Like
there. Absolutely. Yeah, and it is what it is.
it
Lou
is
Rock
what it
is in the
is.
house. How you doing, Lou Rock?
Hey lad,
Acknowledge
How are you
how you
doing?
doing, lad?
Matter of fact, next time, James, I would like to get you up here again because I never even got a chance to really hit you with these questions. So I would get some questions with you and Lou Rock.
Natalie?
So I would like to get them both. Actually, I'd like to get them both on the same panel on the same night. I sure did. You, you, James, and Lou Rock on the same panel on the same night. Let's make a night or make a day because I do this now in the afternoons on Sundays. Uh, I stopped doing the nights because I have to work the next day, and I have long shifts. So that's why I had to switch to Sunday afternoons. But enough about me. I'm so glad that Lou Rock is here. We love you, Lou. Natalie, how are you doing? I just realized you was here.
me.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Um, and I'm hoping that y'all hit that like button. I really do appreciate it if you did. If you don't, it's Jen's fault. I know it. I'm just saying, because you little. Um, Now let's get some personal and fun questions. If you could
Hey,
if you could investigate any location in the world, where would it be?
if I could investigate any place in the world, hmm,
This is when I
I
usually
think
have a song
I,
from
I think I think the catacombs in Scotland.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a nice
Either
one.
either one, the catacombs in Scotland or the catacombs in France. Either one would be cool.
Wow. Would you rather investigate alone or with a team and why?
I don't care either way. I like investigating alone. I enjoy it. Um, but I like investigating with someone who wants to investigate, that's there for, the enjoyment of the investigation. My old team, I love my team, but they've all gone their separate ways. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty much the last of the Mohican sort of a deal. But I do enjoy teams if the team sticks together and does the investigation. And then partway through the investigation, if they want to do a solo vigil somewhere, that's fine.
Right.
But the only downfall for me with teams is they wander off and you don't know where they are. And if crap happens, now you not only have to look out for yourself, you got to go try to find out where they are and what happened to them. So
Right.
that's the only thing with teams I don't like. But it's nice to have someone there for support and to watch your ass so you can watch them too, right?
Right. Just as long as you're not
It
wiping.
just, it just, yeah, it depends on the dynamics of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it depends if she has a nice ass or not.
That's true too. I only got to wipe one ass, and that's unfortunately because he's special needs. But I'll do that any day of the week. Other than that, she wipes mine. The next, I was just playing Billy. There was a question in here. Keith said, "If you ask for a response once and get a response once, that's one thing. If you ask for multiple responses
Question,
and
that's
get
just a
multiple
response.
responses, oh, that actually wasn't a question. That was an answer. Oops." In
Yeah,
other
that's true.
words, in other words, you get what you ask for.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's true. Like that's actually uh good evidence, eh? Like
Mhm.
if you say to the spirit, could you please knock on a table? And they go, right?
Right,
Then you say, could you do that again? And it happens again. That's confirmation, right? If it
right,
just happens once, it could be a knockoff. But if it happens more than once, the same thing at the same place, shit doesn't repeat itself out of the blue,
right,
right? So it proves 100% that something had to do it, right?
right.
So, yeah, multiple reaction is better than a single reaction.
Wow, yeah, and you're right. Let me see. Christina has said, I know my place, even though it's in New York, and I probably could go there. I can't investigate, but there's a museum in Manhattan that it said, see, I have cataracts, so you have to forgive me. I have a lot of activity I'd really like to go. There's a lot of places in New York that I would love to go. Um,
What if anybody's investigated the tombs?
the where?
The Egyptian tomb.
Little Patty, how are you
That'd be
doing? Let me
interesting.
acknowledge you.
Acknowledge me.
Um, Lurock said, where was it at?
You just passed.
Did I just pass it?
Right there.
Right here. He said, my last personal experience, I didn't
Paranormal
my
experience.
last see, that's what I mean, my cataract. I had got to get my eye checked. My last paranormal experience, I didn't think I'd make it out alive after I did so many other things became important to me. And yeah, I would like to talk about that story again because we were just talking about that the other day.
It
Uh,
proves intelligence.
it proves intelligence. I agree with you. Um, wow, I have to agree with that.
Right, Christina? Because you like, I don't know, I'm curious about it.
That's Jen. That's on my bucket list. Yeah, there's a lot of places in New York that I would like to go.
She's talking about me and her were talking about the Egyptian
Egyptian.
mummy.
Oh, heck yeah.
The
That
mummy
would be
tombs.
nice to go visit. I would love to go see an Egyptian tomb. The closest thing we got to that right now is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well, technically, you can go to
Actually,
Mexico. They have
they're a band, but
they have pyramids in
they
Mexico.
use the hieroglyphics. If you could, oh yeah, I did that. What's something about you that fans might not know?
Sound about, well, November the 22nd, I took first place in over 60 strongman competition,
Oh,
and I
really?
got a trophy, and it was cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I know that had to be
Thank you.
exciting.
That is exciting. That's a big feat. That really
Yeah,
is.
it was hard. I mean, a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know. I was in a wheelchair for 7 years. I
Mm-hmm.
went up to 515 pounds. I lost 284 pounds. I learned to walk again. Started training for strongman, and I've done 2 strongman competitions. And on my last one, I took first place over 60 category.
Wow. Luwak said, yeah, Pops kick ass. um, what's next for Chasing Bones and Spectors?
Well, I got a few places I'm going to be doing some investigations coming up in the spring. I'm going to be doing some raptor boxes and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I got a few things coming up. I right now though I've kind of been busy doing stiff stuff for the council, so that stuff I don't really put on the channel,
Mhm.
because it's personal. It's like when you go to confession, it's not something you're allowed to talk about, right?
Right.
So I'm doing a lot. I've been doing lots of work with those. Um, and I do have a bunch of investigations lined up. It's just a matter of actually getting there to get them done. So
Right.
you'll be seeing more investigations coming up, and probably some raptor boxes and other stuff.
Now, did you put your homestead on hold for now?
Oh yeah, till the spring, because there's 4 feet of snow out there, and I don't feel like trudging through it.
I don't
So
know.
Yeah, I don't blame you
yeah.
either. Why would I want to be camping out in the snow?
Might be
But
fun.
in the spring, I'll be back working on my off-grid flat off my off-grid home. So I'll be doing that in the spring.
Okay, K Dog, I will check that out. I will definitely check that out. Thank you so much.
Christina, could you put the Chasing Bones and Spectors link in the chat for me and
It's actually pinned at the top.
Strongman one? Oh,
It's
is it?
pinned.
Okay.
Yeah, a huge shout out to Hazel B. Oh, wait a minute. Your other channel though,
And then the
because
Wolf
you
Strongman.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, Christina, can you put that link in for the strong man? And I'll put in a
Yeah,
link for strong
yeah,
women.
yeah. And go ahead and I need help on that channel, guys. So feel free to go over, check it out, and do all that shit.
Right. That kind of reminded me of an argument I had with somebody, and we were arguing outside. And I told the guy, "Well, let's go outside. We can settle this stuff like men." Dude looked around, was like, "We are outside." I go, "Well, fine. Let's go inside and settle this like women." I'm sorry, I'm just goofy like that.
Yeah, I've
So
done some pretty dumb crap like that too. So
yeah, where do you see the channel going in the next year or two?
I want to get back on track. I took some time off because one of the members in the group passed away, which really died, which really knocked me on my butt.
I'm so
And then
sorry.
all the other guys kind of just went their own way after that. They just broke up like the Beatles, you know.
Mhm,
Um, so I've been every once in a while just doing something every couple of 3 months. I'll put something up there or whatever.
mhm.
Um, but I really want to get something weekly or once or twice a week, start putting stuff up there again. So that's my main goal for it right now, is just to get it
Yvonne.
up and running again.
Hey, Yvonne, how are you doing, Spirit Stalker? So glad to see you here.
Acknowledge me.
Even though you are, well, you can always replay, especially the message I have at the beginning. Um, I didn't go on a rant, but it's just kind of I let my feelings go, and it's just something that had to be said.
And there's the
And there's the page right there. There's the link for Danny's Strongman page. Go by, check out Danny's Strongman page, but also go on the top link and check out his channel, period. Hit that red button. It doesn't cost nothing, it's free, and show some love to Danny. You know, I'm glad that he is coming back. How important is your community and supporters to you?
Oh, they're everything, you know.
Mhm.
I I have my wolf pack, which are the ones that are there always backing me up, my little wolf pack.
Mhm.
Uh, and then I have my YouTubians, which is my family,
Yes.
right? Uh, I love my YouTubians. I mean, they're the reason I do a lot of stuff, you know.
Right.
A lot of times, you know, uh, as you know, I suffer PTSD and I suffer depression. A lot of times I just go to the channel and I read what the people say and I see the comments. It lights up my heart and I get at it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
um, the support. When I say the support means everything, it really does. You know, there's just days where I just don't. I couldn't give a damn, right?
Right.
But knowing that people want to see more, they want interactions or whatever, it
Mhm.
gives you a reason to push forward every day. So for me, it's very important.
Right. And I agree with you. It is, especially if anybody out there that's going through depression. You know, I just want you to know this. You are not alone. If you need someone to talk to, you know, message me or DM me. If you need a prayer, just let us know. We're right there for you. We will not lead you astray. And I give you my word on that. Cute Kitty, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Acknowledge me.
And Mom of an Angel, I'm hoping Cassie is doing great. And tell Cassie, we love you, Cassie. We love you.
Acknowledge me.
Um,
Nice. Mhm.
I'm sorry. I sometimes I get caught in a moment. Um, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start a paranormal channel?
Don't get caught up in views or numbers.
Right.
Get caught up in enjoying what you're doing. All right. Get caught
Mm-hmm.
up in finding evidence. Right.
Yeah.
And when you're going to upload the evidence, when you're going to put stuff on your channel, ask yourself, is this something that I can be proud of? Is this something the family's going to be proud of before you upload it? Right.
Right.
And don't be afraid to say, okay, I got this evidence. I think like
Mm-hmm.
it's because sometimes I'll get evidence that is, in my opinion, 100% paranormal. Sometimes I'll get something that's like 75%, but it's still cool, right?
Right.
So I'll put up, I got this evidence. I think it's paranormal. It's kind of cool. What do you think? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, don't be afraid to say, look, if you're going to put it up and you're not 100% sure, don't be afraid to say so.
Right.
Like it could have been the wind blew the doll over or something, but you had 7 dolls there and only one blew over. Well, that's
Right.
kind of cool. Was it paranormal? Not sure, but it might have been,
Right.
especially if it's the one in the middle,
I agree.
right? So that. The other thing is, if you're just starting out, go in the daytime. Forget this nighttime horse crap. Okay, it's full of crap. There's just as many spirits during the day than there is at night, and at least if you're in the daylight, you can see the 6 foot hole you're about to walk in when you're going down the trail. At
Right.
nighttime, you're not going to see that 6 foot hole. You're going to fall in and break your leg and be stuck there till someone finds you. So, paranormal investigation is not only about the spirits, it's about your safety, you
Right.
know. And if you're going to investigate someplace at night, go during the day, check out for all the hazards, make sure to mark, okay, this spot might be dangerous. This bowling ball could fall off of this shelf and hit me on the head, so I'm not going to stand here. Like, explore your area during the day to make sure you're going to be safe.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, a broken leg in the middle of nowhere is nobody's friend. Right.
Very true. And what
So,
Christina said is also true. Christina said, I think in the daylight you can see things better because during the night it's hard to catch them on camera unless you have one of those, IR lights. True.
yeah,
But
but really, unless you're trying to prove something, like if you're going to a place, you got a good backup with you, you know the area, you know where all the danger zones are,
mm-hmm.
and you want to go at night to see if there's shadow figures, so you can say, okay, well, obviously this shadow was not cast by any lights because the only lights are right here, and obviously the light had to come from behind the shadow to make it, right?
Right.
Stuff like that. Like if you want to do something like that, that's one thing, all right?
Right.
But if you just want good evidence, you want to get good communications, you want to use trigger objects, daytime is perfectly fine, and the evening is perfectly fine. You know, as TV has said, you got to hunt at nighttime, and that's not true. You're not only home at nighttime, you're home 24 hours a day, so are they.
Right.
So,
And that's why we've done the majority of ours has always been during the day.
Well, if you're going
yeah,
at night, make sure you go with someone. Make sure you always have somebody with you. So if something was
yeah,
to happen,
Right.
at least you
But
have someone there with you.
right, but like
yeah,
Danny
no,
said, document your area. If you go during the day, go at night, go to the same places that you went during the day. That way you already know that area. If you go
right.
to a different area, you're not going to know it.
Well, if you're being attacked by spirits, it's always good to have a backup person with you too.
Well, yeah, if you go, anytime you go on an investigation, it's always good to have somebody with you.
What if it's a
That that
Just be dead.
it's always good to have someone with you that you can count on, and they can count on you, right?
That's
It's
true.
always good, and especially if you're just starting, don't go by yourself. That's just dumb. You
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Yeah. Unless you're Franco TV. Yeah, I did
you
it
know.
myself.
But if you're going during the daytime, you go by yourself, and you happen to do a spot investigation. That's nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
But if you're going to go to an area that's sketchy, just like you wouldn't walk downtown when there's two gangs, one on either side of the street by yourself, why the heck would you do it?
True.
Common sense.
And Lou Rock said something that made sense too. Going into places with toxic chemicals will affect your health. So be aware what you're going through. Be aware of your surroundings.
Like if you're going into an empty building, or wear a mask so
Yep.
you're not getting, like you said, asbestos or mold.
Or your mother-in-law.
Yes,
Just be aware of your surroundings. So sorry.
just make sure you know what you're up against before you get stuck in it.
And
You
very
know?
true.
Ooh, that had to hurt.
Randy, have a great day. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We appreciate you so much. I'm just reading some of the chat here.
He said had to run through woods at night once. Took a branch to the face. Lesson learned.
Yeah. I bet you didn't hear Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler when that happened either. Oh no, look what's gonna happen. What do you think? I guess you have to be there. But anyway. Joe Griffin said, I always liked the live investigations on TV. I do too. And we've done a couple live, we did one at night, we did one during the day. And I just do them though like that to show people that whatever especially when I go to the same place, whatever you catch at night, you could possibly catch it again during the day.
Yep.
You know, it's just that during the day, it's more safer. You can see who's around you, especially the cemetery we went through, and there was crackheads there. Well, we can call them walking spirits too. Michigan the man, how are you doing? He said, "Sup, everyone."
Acknowledge me.
Little Patty
Yeah.
said, Little Patty said, let someone at home know where you are and when you will be back. Yeah.
Yeah.
K-Dog said, living in this place is toxic. Best friend we had chili last night and are working on pipes in the attic. Is it because of the chili? I must have been some good chili. You got to work on the pipes now? Like, hey, in the States, we have what's called X-Lax and Beano
Taco Bell.
and Taco Bell. So if you need something...
No, X-Lax.
Michelle Wolfong, how are you doing, fam?
Acknowledge me.
What keeps you motivated?
That keeps me motivated. Well, mostly if there's an area that I haven't been before, that's always motivation. Someone says, "Hey, could you come check this place out?" You know, and for me, I just like hanging out with the spirits. I don't know, like
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that because we do too.
I could do
you
it.
know, meeting new spirits, talking to new people. You know, I
Here's
enjoy it.
the thing with us is because I haven't put out a video lately, but me and Jen, we always still go out and we, do spirit box sessions. We do roadside memorials because that's just for over 20 something years, that's what we've been doing. And we don't always film it. I figure why. This is just what we like to do.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll be going somewhere or passing a church or, driving past a bus area or whatever. I might see spirit or I might feel spirits just standing around. So I'll stop and chit chat for a bit. I don't
Right.
film it. I don't film it, but it's just,
Michigander man, Rob said, whenever I know I'm going to go out exploring abandoned places or anything, I always make sure that I tell my wife so that way my wife knows where I'm going to be. And that's very safe. Very good idea. I am glad you shared that.
They try to say, Rob, you tell your wife so she don't beat you.
And the Finster, Jason said, Uncle Eddie, you mentioned earlier about autism. I'm autistic and I have mental disorders. I'm learning disabled. Hey, let me tell you something, Jason, and anybody else here that are, whether you're autistic or if you have any kind of special needs, we take the this out of abilities because we believe everybody is able.
yeah.
So we're not going to label you. Instead, we're just going to love you.
Christina always says I'm not disabled. I'm just nuts. So
Christina also said, I would love you to do like a vlog and take us around the interesting places in Texas, though so we can see them, Eddie, if you have time. You know what? Me and Jen pondered that. We never thought that maybe you guys would like to see the surrounding area of Texas. So we may do that. We go for a ride and just go to some random locations.
The missions are pretty.
Like the mission. As a matter of fact, we should go to the missions. And didn't we do a video of that already?
I don't know.
I'll look on our archive and see if we did. But we have the mission, Concepcion, and a lot of missions here. The Alamo, we have the Riverwalk. there's a lot of places that we can go. We did do the river walk. But yeah, there's a lot of places. So yeah, well, I'll keep that in mind. If you guys would like to see other surrounding areas of San Antonio, just let us know in the comments below and ask, and you shall receive. Um, uh, accept people for who they are. That's right. And if you watch the beginning of this video, how it started off,
Have you or could you investigate the Alamo? With the Alamo, you can't video unless you
Right.
get prior authorization and what is it, a permit?
yeah, you have to have a permit
From
now.
state.
In this, right, because it's a sacred area. Um, plus they still have a lot of the old artifacts are still there, and I believe a couple of people are still buried there in the Alamo. So, and that's why they don't want it disturbed. So that's why they don't allow videotaping. I think they said you could take pictures, but I even looked online. I've seen no one's pictures.
You
So
have to get permission to do
you
that.
have
You
to
can't
get
bring no cameras in there.
right. That's
Unless you get a permit or ask permission
it,
to
it,
give it to you.
it's a very sacred area. They hold true to that here
Mhm.
in San Antonio. So the Alamo
Is
is
off-limits.
off limits. You know,
You have to
unfortunately.
go through a lot of
But-
ringer to do in there.
Right, but you can go through it and you can visit it. They have a little mini video that you can watch of how the Alamo,
That's video inside the Alamo because they turned it into a gift shop now.
yeah. It's a gift shop. So, but it's all to attract tourists, you know. Is there a question you get asked all the time that you'd like to finally answer?
No, not really.
Oh, that's good.
You know, the way it goes, like someone asked me a question, I answer it to the best of my ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember it after. Because tomorrow someone might ask me the exact same question, but the answer is not exactly the same because the way it was asked is different, right?
I've had that happen.
So, and I don't keep score,
Right.
you know? I just, if someone has a question or someone needs help or someone needs an answer or someone needs a prayer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to do it. And I don't keep track of it and I don't worry about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as a stupid question, and there's no such thing as a question that's asked too much. If a person doesn't know the answer, ask the question because
Right.
you're never going to find out if you don't ask, right?
Right.
So for me, it doesn't matter. I could be asked the same question every single day, and it doesn't matter because they wouldn't be asking if they didn't need to know for whatever reason,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
And
for me, no, I never get tired of a question. Like basically, for my understanding, do I ever get tired of being asked the same question? No, never.
no,
You know,
you might get
because it's
bored with it, but you don't get tired of it.
exactly. So
Um, any message you'd like to share directly with your supporters?
um, hey, I love you guys. You've been with me all this time. I've been with you. You know, we're in the trenches together. Keep helping me out. Never be afraid to ask for help. If I can't help you, I'll find someone who can, you
Mhm.
know. And like if you go to one of my YouTubians or one of my family or the Wolfpacker and they can't help you, if I know the answer, they can ask me and I can tell them and then they'll still help you. So, don't be afraid to reach out if you need help. Don't suffer alone ever.
I like that. Um, would you ever collaborate with any other paranormal creators? And if you did, who's on your list?
collaborate with pretty much anybody if they ask me.
That's a good answer. Yeah, and same
You
here.
know,
Same
it's
here.
like, unless there's, unless there's some fundamental differences between us, you know,
Right.
then I'll say to that person privately, well, I have issues with this, and you got issues with that, right?
Right.
But for the most part, no. I mean, I'll happy to work with anybody.
Hey, Michigan Internet Rob, thank you so much, sir, for coming in. We do appreciate you. And K Dog said, I went to the Alamo. I was excited for taking pictures and videos. I got pics of cars, trucks in yellow, blue signs, Alamo car rental. I was like, well, that's wrong, Alamo. She went to the Alamo rental car. Last question. My closing question is this: if someone watches one Chasing Bones and Spector's video to understand your channel, which should it be, and why watch that video?
Hmm. Well, that is a hell of a good question, which I don't have any answer.
I would just say
Um,
this: go by and check him out, and check out any of his videos.
And he'll ask the question.
And he'll answer
I
that
think
question.
I got an answer. Here's a good one. Um, it's titled Rachel and I Return to the Creepy Woods. Okay.
Okay.
That's a good one, just to get a general idea of what I do. Um, if you go to my main page, it's the third episode. It's the third one on the top row.
Well, you know what that means? You got through all our questions. So, I'm sorry.
Golly.
Danny, we love you. I thank you so much for coming on board. Everybody that's here, if you do not have Danny's channel, make sure you go by, check him out. I'm also going to have the link in the description box at the end of this video. As soon as I edit it down, go by, check out both channels. I'm going to also have both channels in it. Like and subscribe. Tell them that Eddie and Jen sent you. You don't have to say that. Just go by, show Danny some love. And we're going to show y'all some love as well.
So what's the prize that he wins?
The prize he won? Us.
He's like, yes.
I don't have nothing to give, but my wife is for free. Take her. I want to thank you, Danny, so much for being here. My boys, thank you. My wife, my daughter, even though she went to work, she's listening while she's driving. So we thank you so much. Anything you would like to say before we end?
Yes. I'd like to say I love your family, love all the boys, everybody, the girls. But mostly I just want to say to you, brother, you're real. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
That's
Thank
it.
you so much. And
You're
so are
real.
you. You are just as real, and we appreciate you so much. Everybody in the chat, we also appreciate you. If you're new here and it's your first time, we'd love to have you as part of our family. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
His price is being acknowledged.
Yes. And yeah, that would be his advice. It's just to be acknowledged. And so that's the wrong one. So I'm going to just acknowledge one more time.
Acknowledge me.
There. You have been acknowledged again. And Everyday Church said Eddie and Jen are amazing people and great, and so are you. Everybody here, Joe Griffin, you are also awesome. Everybody here is wonderful. We appreciate you all so much. If you have a channel, please do us a favor. Put your link in so that everybody can come by and show you some love. because that's what we're about. This is the only way that we can pay you back is by showing your channel. So put your link in, and we'd love to have you as part of our family too. If you're new, just come by. And like
Best
Carol
news to
Burnett,
everybody.
yes, but like Carol Burnett once said, I'm so glad we had this time together. We shared a song and had a laugh or two. We appreciate you all so much for being here. And again, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Christina, for always being by our side. And everybody that's here, James the fam, if you're still here, thank you so much, sir, for being here. Blue Rock, Everyday Treasures, Keith, thank you so much, sir. Mom of an Angel, Joe Griffin. Let's see who else there. Little Patty, again, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, Sandra, thank you so much. Little Patty, Michelle Wilfong, Jason Finch, K-Dog, thank you so very much. If I missed anybody, I did not mean to miss you.
Yvonne.
I apologize to you. Yvonne, Spirit Stalker, almost missed you. Thank you guys so much. And and Keith, again, thank you also for the members. You are so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Danny, you have a wonderful day and wonderful week. I'm hoping we
You
see
too,
you guys
brother.
next week. Hopefully next Sunday. Tell me what y'all would like. Would y'all like to see another guest? Would you like us to do, because I thought about doing the video that James did and we play it back. And we could do that. Or we could just chat, whatever you want. We are here for you. So on that, I thank you. God bless you all. You all have a wonderful Sunday, wonderful week. And also thank you to all our Facebook groups. You know who you are. We could not have done this without you as well. You all have a wonderful night and stay blessed. Have a great night, everybody, and great afternoon, whichever comes first. Good night, everybody.